Hey everybody, one good nerd here. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes it's my kiddo and my wife. And a lot of times it's all three of us together when we do our videos. And that's because, one, I work a lot, so I'm not always around. But I try to be when when doing fun family stuff. Sometimes they just do it, they do things together. And that's awesome too. That makes me happy that they're having fun, even though I may not be home at the time. And then there's sometimes where I do stuff that's, I think, nerdtastic, but it's not really their jam. So right now I'm doing one of those. One out of three nerds will be involved in this one. So recently, getting ready for 2023, kind of redone my whole office. Got a new desk, took everything off the walls, all the shelves, everything, moved it all out, destroyed the house, and have been slowly moving stuff back in. So my wife took over my man cave last year, and it's turned into her giant craft room. And I had a lot of my sports stuff all up in my man cave. Have video games and everything up there, and TVs and stereos and whatnot. But now that it's really her, like, she shed, I guess, but it's not a shed. I don't know what to call it. It's her area to relax and do her thing. I decided to pull a bunch of my stuff from upstairs and move it downstairs into my office. It's not all going to fit, but I'm still working on it. So I was hoping to get done last week. I didn't finish it. Still have to figure out a couple of placements. I had to build some more shelves and stuff like that. When I'm all done, I'll show you to you because I think I kind of dig it because everything in here, other than my computers, it's pretty much new to this room for the most part. So pretty excited about it. Again, that'll be another video later because I like it. I like it a lot. But today I'm going to show you my penny hoarding collection. I've been known to be a penny hoarder before. So this does not include wheat pennies. But I'm assuming a lot of people know, and I shouldn't assume that pennies in America from most of 1982 and before are all 95% copper. And so I have been hoarding pennies slowly over the years. Each one of these has 950 pennies into it. And my goal is to get more. I don't have a numbered goal. This is one I'm still working on. I keep a little tally. So 549 is what I have on there. As soon as I get 950, that's basically right at the top. Just can barely get the lid on it. I'll move on to my next thing of dry roasted peanuts, honey roasted. These are actually pretty good. And what I use, and I'll show you how it works a little bit later, is I got tired of physically looking at every penny because I'm old and I had a hard time reading them. So I picked up this little electric coin sorter that works. And what you do is you drop a penny in the top and it kicks it out of one of these two slots. One will be a copper penny. It's used magnetism somehow. And one will be just like your regular after 82 pennies. And I put it in a very ghetto rigged little boxes. They're half a cigar boxes. They're half because the lids were getting in the way and I ripped them apart. There are some people that do really cool stuff on the YouTube, making really cool things where there's weights and balances and really cool sorting stuff. Two things: I don't think I hoard enough to need something that awesome, and two, I don't know how to do something that awesome. So I'd have to really play with it. And again, I just time and effort isn't worth it for me. But in addition to my penny hoarding, I have three. These are really heavy. Monte Carlo boxes, and these Monte Carlos are cigars. And if you've never had a Monte Carlo, you are missing out. They are delicious, but they are full of. I got it. Do little half-pound bars. And so that is part of my copper hoarding. I used to I had a lot of silver at one point, but that has gone by the wayside for various reasons. I've had to sell it off. But it is something that I'd like to build back up again. And I've never had gold, although I would really like to have some gold. But these are all little half-pound little copper bars, and they got some weight to them. And there is sometimes I try to figure out what is the value of everything I have, and I use, at least for my pennies, a little website called Coinflation. I don't know if you guys look at that, but what it is, it lists tons of different American coins. It gives you the metallic percentage of what is in that coin, and then it will translate based on the current market what that one coin would be worth. So, for example, I have it up right now, so I'm looking at it. So, one copper penny, 82 and earlier, which is worth 1 U.S. penny, the copper value is worth 2.6 cents. So, I'm more than doubling the value of this $9.50 if you take into account the copper value. Now, it is illegal in the U.S. to melt and deface currency. Who knows how long that'll last? It may be forever, but there is value in it. So if I were to melt this down, which I would never do because that'd be against the law, I could turn around and sell the copper for right now 2.5 times what the penny value is, theoretically, because that's also going off of it's the weight, so your pennies will wear down a little bit, and there's also going to be like the slag and stuff on the top of it. But anyway, I just want to show it off a little bit, and then I'll show you a little bit how the penny sorting works in my very low-tech sorting system. Stay tuned. All right, are you ready to be shocked and amazed at the level of my high-tech ability? Here we go. We have my CPU equalizer that I bought off of eBay for, I don't know, probably $20 or whatever, years and years ago. Again, it's got 2 holes here, and it's got like a reject hole here. One of the good coins is going to come out of this one, and the bad coin is going to come out of this one, I think, or vice versa. I don't remember which, but here it is. I have 2 busted cigar boxes. I place the 2 coins on either side. Sometimes I will clamp these down, but I don't know what to do with my clamps, because I take my little coins and just one at a time, you can drop them down in there. So, someone on this side, see, I didn't set it just right. So I think these are my good ones and these are my bad ones. And my non-copper ones. So this side won't fill up nearly as quickly. But even if they're shiny, and they're most likely post 1982, I'll still run them because every once in a while it's just a shiny penny for some reason. But I just kind of roll them in my fingers. And I threw that one in there because I know these are new. Because I can look at the back. Because sometimes what will happen if I drop too many at a time, it'll get jammed up. But what I'll do is I'll run these real quick. I'll fast forward. Well, that is it. Usually what I do afterwards is I look through and see if anything looks weird. If there aren't any shiny ones, I'll give it a second look just to see if the machine messed up. The machine is 100% not accurate, or not 100% accurate all the time, but it does pretty good. And honestly, it probably does percentage-wise just as well as my eyes. So saves a lot of time. Again, you know, my method is not the most efficient, but it is certainly the easiest. So that's it. I also found a dime that rejected, so I'll add that to a different set. But anyway, this is it. It is, like I said, it is cheap. It was like $20, but that was years ago. I don't know what it is right now. I'm certainly not necessarily plugging it, but here it is if you want some additional information. It's called the Electronic Coin Selector CH268T. I've seen people mount these and then have like feeders into them, and it is, you know, a lot more efficient than my little system, but this seems to work. So I'll take these, add them to my copper collection. I'll roll these and give them back to the bank. You can buy pennies in giant boxes. I've done that before, but these are just ones that come home with change in your pocket. That's it. I just wanted to show you my little setup. And penny hoarding is not glamorous, certainly not as cool as silver or gold, but anytime you can double or triple your money, it's not hurting my feelings. Thanks for watching.